in Singapore, we have different races. For me, I belong to a race called Teochew. Okay, in English, example, I'll give you one example. Have you eaten? In my language is, okay, I know, huh? All right. So we have different races in Singapore. So Peranakan is actually one of the races in Singapore. So this is one of their soup. Okay, you might be very familiar with Cantonese. Yes, you know Cantonese? Yes, this is one of the more popular race. All right. So actually, itik tim is actually, you translate into English, is salted or sour duck soup. Sour duck soup. All right. So the main ingredients beside our duck is this sour mustard, which you can get it in the Asian store. This is the packaging it comes in. Oh, it smells very sour. When smell it, you can feel your, your saliva starting to, oh. All right. So later when you taste it, you'll get to taste these wonderful vegetables. It's actually very nice, but very cheap also. All right. So this is how it actually looks like. Okay, it's already preserved in salt, sugar, and some chemicals, preservative. All right. Okay. So actually, before you actually cook it, you have to soak in water for 30 minutes to drain away the chemicals, the coloring, everything that's inside. All right. You slice it up first into small pieces. And voila, all this you just soak inside the water for 30 minutes before you cook it. All right. Okay, here we have the pork. In your recipe, it calls for what? Pork foreleg. Okay, you can go to your butcher store, because this one what I have now is with bones. All right. If you can't get a boneless one and you get a bone one, you might want to save this marrow for your stock. Don't throw it away, because right now we only use the meat. All right. So you just cut it into, take it off the bones. Okay, trim it off into big pieces, because this soup you are going to cook it for minimum 2 hours. If you were to cut it into very small pieces, by the time you finish cooking, it already disappear. You want to try? You can try it. You cut into brunoise. All right. Then you cook it together for 2 hours. I guarantee you, your meat disappear. It's not magic. It's the fact. All right. So this is your pork. So you marinate your pork in what? Brandy? Why brandy? Why brandy? Because it's a good brand name. Oh, okay, brandy because it's more subtle. The taste is more smooth. And another usage to use brandy to marinate the pork is to take away the no. Yes, take away the smell from the pork and give it additional flavor. All right, so you just marinate. Same for the duck. The duck, you just cut it into pieces similar to that of the pork, and you marinate it with your brandy as well. Okay, as you can see here, oh, fats. Oh, fat. It's not healthy. Is it? Yes, no, no, yes. Okay, for your own preference, you might want to take out the fats. But right now I'm telling you the fat from the pork is actually very good for your skin. Is collagen. Collagen, you know collagen? Haha, it's very good for your skin. You look at me, I'm 37, but I don't look like 37. Okay. Okay, so you just marinate it. So you put the pork into your water, and follow by your duck. This is a one-stop cooking. Everything you throw in, you will do its work. But you still need to scum. What is scum? Hey? What is to scum? To skim. Correct. Okay. So as you know, you can see some blood inside. So later when it's heated up, everything will flow out. This morning somebody asked me, oh, are you sure there's blood inside? Are you sure you can drink the soup? Yeah. So when it's heated up, everything will flow up. Anything that flows out, you scum it off, and you can still drink the soup. All right? So you have the salted plum. Salted plum. All right? Into the soup. So as you can see, this soup is towards very sourish. And the first two is a bit sweet. Actually, very sweet to the rest of you, some of you. For our cuisine, it's very extreme. It can be very sweet. It can be very sour. Nothing neutral. Okay? So we have this ginger also. You throw it in. So remember just now when you do the rojak, we have this tamarind. I told you we have the tamarind slice. This is what we have here. So you just need this amount and put it in. And lastly, we put in our sour mustard. All right? So later when you start to boil, you start to skim. All right? Questions? No? Yes? No? Okay, chef, we can serve the soup. Come on, ask me some question. The food is on the way. I need to kill the time. Okay, this soup is actually very tasty. Later you can taste it. All right? It might look easy, but it's not, because we cook it with love, with passion. I always believe that when you cook something, it must be with love. You really go out with your heart, and you must always taste your food. If you don't like the food you're cooking, please don't serve it to other people. Please. Okay, please.